Scared, go to chat. If you're scared, go to church. Let me see. Hello, 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 hello. I wonder if you can hear me. If you're scared, go to church. If you're scared, go to church. If you're scared, go to church. Rah, 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 rah. If you're scared, go to church. Uh, if you're scared, go to church. If you're scared, go to church. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. How do I work this thing? Let's see. How do I work this thing? So chat. Uh, mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Let's see. There's some shit. Let's see where can I go with it. I wonder if it let me go on the porch with it. Go on the porch. If you're scared, go to church. If you're scared, go to church. If you're scared, go to church. Let's see. YouTube. Yeah. If you're scared, go to church. He said, "Oh my goodness." Got my nephew over here watching Michael Jackson. Or Janet Jackson. Michael Jackson's sister. If you're scared, go to church. If you're scared, go to church. Yeah. I'm from the future, bro. I'm from the future. I had to see if I can go outside with it. If you're scared, go to church. if I can wipe this motherfucker off. All right, YouTube. Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Do you hear me? If you're scared, go to church. I wonder how do I do like a screen share? Okay, okay. Go back. Go to. Go to. Go to. No wonder motherfuckers be like barking and all kind of stuff like that. It's the only way to keep people engaged. Let's see. Let's see what this look like when I do it like this. I'm on the block with it, y'all. Let's see. Let's try to share my screen. I'm gonna figure this stuff out. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay. Wait, not yet. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like.
Fans say we need to tap in, man. One time for the Florida Panthers, man, with the repeat against the Edmonton Oilers, man. Wrote a clip yesterday, man. Shout out to them boys celebrating back-to-back championships. I rock with it. 5-1, put belt to ass.
What up, bub? Uh-oh. Just figure out some new stuff, y'all. Can y'all hear me?
It was cracking down there.
If I could be heard.
They gonna 3P too.
Okay.
That's hard.
That's crazy. You go to an ice hockey rink in Florida.
Who locked me out?
You see that stadium packed. Boys was tapped in.
The screen door just cracked my foot. Crap.
So that mean they gonna basically go out to the club. Like you just played this cold sport, but you better go to the club in Florida. No. That's hard.
Yeah. Turn up.
That's hard. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, once we got the license up for sure, man. Hey, salute to them, man. Winning once is hard. Back to back is definitely hard. I want to ask y'all this question. Y'all think? Yeah, it's crazy. Y'all think we'll have any repeat champions in the NBA anytime soon?
That second leg, we got a different win.
They get a rate break. Tap back in. We thought the Celtics would repeat this year. Do you think we'll have any repeat champions in the NBA anytime soon with the way the league is set up?
No.
Yeah, it's looking spooky for that, bro. I think back to back, 3P days is over, bro.
Y'all think so? No back to back champions, no
Not for a
more?
while, bro. Not the way the league is right now, bro.
Yeah, we look at this offseason already just started, but boys is crazy. The draft yet.
Because I knew for sure the Celtics were going back to back this year.
Yeah, we chalk everybody chalked this year up and say, yeah, Celtics healthy, it's built to ass. And that was not the case
At all.
That's true. I ain't mad at that take. I was trying to think of a team that really could do it. But y'all right, the league is wide open right now.
Yeah.
Most definitely, man. Shouts to the Florida Panthers, man. Back-to-back chance, man. Salute to y'all for sure. All right, man, we here. We won't be in studio tomorrow, so we got to talk about it now, man. Game 6, do or die for the Pacers at the crib versus OKC. How we feeling, man?
Die. Nah, I'm just playing, man. I think the Pacers going to get this one.
Okay.
I mean, is Tyrese hurt or what is he doing?
The report came out, said he has a calf strain. They haven't said which grade of it, but I am expecting Tyrese to play tomorrow. like we said, no ifs, ands, or buts, bro. If you're on that court, you got to get to it. No injury excuse.
I mean, but if he can't walk, bro, sit down.
I don't think he's gonna play.
If he don't play, then we cook.
I think y'all gonna actually win with him not playing, but I don't think he should play though, because that's how this is just getting me. I'm knocking on wood. I don't want anything bad happening to him, but it's the same thing that happened to Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He tried to force the issue playing with that calf
Pulling
strain,
harder than the
and he
pace.
popped that Achilles. So
It's not worth it.
you know that's how I usually start, that calf strain and work your way down. So
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said. It was like if it was grade 2 and above, then he shouldn't play. They're like it's too much. I mean, even though it's the NBA Finals, it ain't worth it because you know what it could lead to. It's at grade 1. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take that shot and lace up. It is the NBA Finals. It is Game 6. If there's any time you should jeopardize it, it's now. But to be realistic, it ain't that deep, bro.
it ain't at all, bro.
Ain't that deep, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And
But he probably thinking like, man, we might not be here next year.
they won't.
Probably
We won't.
But I want to be cool, bro. Like KD leg exploded, bro. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Man, KD bounce back though, bro. I don't know.
But
For Tyrese, I just think, man, he don't want a chance that. I think he want to play. I don't think he ducking no smoke.
Yeah.
I think he gonna give it a shot if it ain't that crazy. But I mean, y'all right. But I'm like, damn, this is a hell of a moment.
Tyrese, sit it out, bro.
Yeah, but ain't nobody gonna even be sad if they don't win. Like
gotta
the
sit it
city's
out,
still
bro.
gonna be like, damn, we had a hell of a run.
Nah,
Like,
but yeah, I don't even think he care about that. I'm just talking about from him, like personally, bro. He want to win a championship. If he win a championship, like,
now this is major. Now if you could play, you gotta push through.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
If you can't play, you can't play, bro.
I mean, I feel him, but
Yeah, I wouldn't feel no ways if it was too bad and he couldn't play. Yeah, you're injured, bro.
Yeah.
But like you said, if you're on that court, you got to hoop.
I tell you what,
I ain't gonna.
you say that, but the Pacers, to Jeff's point, the fans, oh, they gonna go in on him.
Oh, the new Facebook Pacer fans, they're going to slander him. They're gonna call him all. They are.
It's up. Yeah, it's up.
He hurt last game and he hurt us more than helped us. So if you can't play, just
Praying so. But what I seen from that OKC team, granted they were an OKC. Look, we got our work cut out, man. But like I said, adversity. First time we're back against the wall, elimination game. We have not seen that all playoff series. I would love to see how we bounce back. We got to give up a good fight. I mean, if we lose, cool. Got to fight.
if Tyrese don't play, Ben gotta rock.
Yeah, you gotta let him rock out, bro.
Yeah, TJ Nash is gonna be playing 34 minutes.
I don't like
Get your rest.
I don't like that, bro.
I hate it.
I like him coming off the bench as a spark, but being the lead guard for 40 minutes, bro.
I don't think he's still gonna start. Even if Tyrese don't play, he's not gonna start the game. They're gonna put Nimhard at the 1.
Okay.
They gonna Neesmith and probably like Mathern.
Tibbs used to do stuff like that.
Yeah, he's still gonna play his same role.
Who got to have a big game? I'll start with you, Teague.
I'm gonna go with Benedict Mathern. I think Tyrese, if he plays, I don't think he's gonna be great because you're gonna be second guessing it a little bit, just naturally. Like shit, if I step too hard right there, that mug might pull for a grade 2. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's gonna be that super aggressive. I think he's gonna be able to be on the floor and make some threes. But I think like Benedict Mathern has to play well and Nimhard and TJ Nash. They gotta have a moment.
Is he still, you know what I'm saying, despite the injury, still good enough to be somewhat of a decoy?
Not really, because after I show you the video,
was there not just to be a part of such a great event, but to support his one and only idol. Ronaldo. As happy as he was to be a part of the whole thing, Speed just wanted Ronaldo to win, and when the winner was announced, we got the most iconic meme of all. Ronaldo.
What? What?
The disappointment on Speed's face said it all, and when Messi came on stage to take the award, Speed made sure everyone there knew how disappointed and hurt he was.
Ain't no way, bro.
But if you think this was the only time Speed went to the Ballon d'Or, then you are wrong, because Speed was right there the next year at the same time, not knowing he was about to give birth to two more iconic memes. It was October 2024 when Speed was invited to the Ballon d'Or, and on, Speed was supporting Vini. But that part comes later, because first, after interacting with his fans and other players, as Speed sat down waiting for the announcement, the host probably had him dead bored. Because this is how he was listening to her. But that's not it, because a second after that, we got the most iconic eye contact in the history of Speed streaming. So yeah, throughout the award show, Speed was seated right next to Ibailanos, another streamer much like Speed. But it wouldn't be wrong to say that next to Speed, he got all the germs he could and made him do this.
Es un club único y también que se lleve estos reconocimientos es brutal. Nada, se lo vemos. Yo sobre todo el Barça, que me ha dado todo desde que tengo 13, 14 años.
And yeah, well, worth mentioning is the fact that at the point where Vinny lost, who was supporting throughout the stream, his stream lagged, or else we might have gotten another amazing meme template.
Front football winner is Rodri.
And it's not just the Ballon d'Or that has Speed acting crazy. There was the time when Speed was invited to WWE Royal Rumble, and it went just as well as people expected. Speed was talking to some girls when his crew told him that John Cena had texted him. His reaction.
Cena just texted us.
Cena? John Cena?
I don't know if you're gonna be able to see him now.
You got to go. Where?
You gotta go.
Where John Cena at?
You're gonna go.
You better go find him.
Where John Cena at?
You can see him.
So he went to where his crew was, because of course, you can't see him.
Where's he at? He's in here? Where's he at? Where's he at? John Cena. John Cena, where's he at?
I have no idea. I haven't seen him.
Well, John Cena just stood there playing along with Speed, but after just a moment, he'd had enough. Even after he left, Speed just went on with the joke for minutes, claiming that Cena called them, but now he's nowhere to be found. Up next is the GIF everyone just knows about, even people who don't even know Speed. And that was the time when he was trying the viral Kylie Jenner lip challenge. It was September 2022 when Speed was streaming, randomly talking to his chat and playing around, when someone said he should try the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. And what people didn't know was that Speed was going to take it seriously.
Yo, I just seen somebody say, do the Kylie Jenner lip challenge, y'all. Should I do that, bro? Let me know. I always wanted to do that as a kid. And I can't believe somebody just said that.
Minutes after that, Speed was ready to get in with the challenge.
So chat, all I gotta do is just suck in the air like.
After 1 or 2 tries, Speed had fixed the jar lips, and as his chat said, he left it the same way for at least 3 minutes, which of course pumped his lips. It did give the result, but not as much as Speed wanted.
I should have, bro. I know I should have did it longer, bro.
So he went for it again, and this time he was going to do it for 15 minutes. So with a smaller jar, and after 15 minutes, with results, we got the plumpest lips in the world. The rest of the stream was Speed crying, drooling, sucking on a bind in shock before ending the stream. The world had gotten a meme they are never going to let die. Speed and chaos go hand in hand, and it's not only the Kylie Jenner challenge. Up next was the gift that came out of the time when Speed, in his mom's house, decided to light a firework. Speed was hyped for Independence Day, ready to celebrate with his audience. Middle of the excitement, he grabbed a Pikachu-shaped firework, planning to light it up, completely unaware of the chaos he was about to unleash. Sparks shot across the room, smoke poured out, and alarms blared as he desperately tried to contain the situation. But if he barely escaped meeting his maker with the fireworks, then just wait until you hear the horror in his voice when his mom walks in to see what he's done.
Oh God, it's in a fire! No, it's not, it's not! Yes, it is! It's not, it's not! What the fuck is you doing? I didn't know! I thought
oh my God!
Stop!
Turn that stream on!
I didn't...
Oh my God, this is on fire!
I didn't know. I thought it was the popping was mine.
In the end, they had to call in rescue to damage, and luckily, no one was hurt. But if you think this is it for Speed, think again. Because up next, he took things even further. It was when Speed hit 18 million subs, and Speed being Speed had to celebrate in his own way. It was in July 2023 when Speed was streaming. Knowing that he was going to hit 18 million subs any minute. But before we get to that part, it's worth noting that this celebration was special for Speed, since he not only hit 18 million subs just 2 weeks after hitting 17, he also graduated and met Ronaldo in the same month, so proud for being successful and giving us this iconic moment. Easy as he is, so just before he hit 18, subs started dropping, just to see these reactions out of him. But well, minutes later, he actually hit 18 million subs, and we got this.
I'm 19, I'm finna eat some dickens. 18!
This, however, is when he is famous and all, but have you ever thought about what Speed was like when he was young? And is the next GIF even real or not? So this piece of media surfaced out of nowhere, and what it shows is a young Speed sitting with his backpack on, writing something. And this is the original video where the GIF came from. As much as AI is taking over, this video was actually very real, and soon enough, someone sent it to Speed himself, who reacted to it, confirming that it was real.
This is so weird, bro. Like, do y'all, bro, listen. Do y'all not know how weird this is? Y'all are finding a video of me when I was 14 years old, bro.
He remembered the school, the teacher, banger. I mean, the lyrics were iconic, the beat was fire, and the music video. Well, it was great memes out of a barely 2.5-minute video. This is exactly where this came from. And the very next GIF has the exact same source. The same music, take that, play it out, and at the very start of the video, you'll see this banger.
Hey, turn me up. Hey, turn me up. Turn me up.
As soon as the video hit the internet, it took everyone by storm. Kai just explains it perfectly.
This is the clip that I seen on Facebook! Bro! A mom recorded her screen and said that she walked in catching her kid watching this, bro. And she had to let the nigga get in trouble, bro. Bro, oh God, bro. The mom walked into her kid's room and got him in trouble because he was watching it like...
Moving on to the next, which you might have seen every once in a while. But what's the big story behind it? Let's unfold. So everyone knows Speed and everyone knows KSI. But what happens when both of them collab for a stream? Speed being Speed, everyone knew he was going to roast the hell out of KSI. What he did.
What the f is this drip though, bro?
No, look at me, man.
This came to Miami dressing like this.
Jeez.
This isn't Disney Channel, bro.
But things got way out of hand when Speed asked KSI to remove his bandana.
Alright, okay.
And when he did, this is how Speed reacted. He tried to control his laughter for a bit, but he couldn't.
Yep, this is...
KSI was left sitting there all embarrassed, while Speed just laughed like crazy, and that became one iconic meme. Just like the time when he tried hard not to laugh, and that became a meme itself. On December 29th, 2021, a live stream by iShowSpeed, during which he was participating in one-on-one Fortnite build battles with fans. In one match, a young opponent became emotional as soon as he was about to lose, saying something like this.
Oh my God, I'm going to lose.
Everyone knew that Speed was trying to be very respectful and serious considering the situation, but the rants of the kid just became way too weird, and Speed could hardly control himself.
Please, Speed, I need this.
And when he somehow gained eternal peace.
My mom is kind of homeless. I live with my dad. I want to help her out.
Speed, I'm watching the stream while you try not to laugh, bro. That's disrespectful, bro. So wrong with you, bro? Stop laughing, bro.
Speed's streams are chaotic, but what's even more chaotic are his sleep streams, and that's exactly where the next GIF came from. This one's called the Wake Up Meme, and that's exactly what Speed did, because throughout his March 2022 sleep stream, his mods just made sure he woke up every second, not getting a single moment of sleep. But one moment that stood out the most and was loved by everyone was this one. Speed genuinely thought his mods played something inappropriate and was too shocked to even say a single word, let alone scream or anything. Like the time he was shocked when the new KSI song dropped. That's where we got. Back in 2024, KSI dropped his new single, Thick.
KSI's new song is straight fire if you were to listen to it on fucking mute. I am being 100% deadass when I say this. This is one of the worst songs I've ever fucking heard in my life.
KSI knew not everyone was vibing with the song, but he probably thought some people were. Then Speed called him on stream to congratulate him.
I'll call you, right? Because look, I've been seeing like... Look, I've been seeing all the people who've been like, you know, like reacting to your song and bro. Like, and look, you know me.
Yeah, I know. They've been clowning me.
Like, bro, like they've been clowning me. So look, this is what we gonna do, all right, bro?
KSI was already dealing with criticism, but Speed Speed had the idea to listen to the song live while on call with KSI agreed, thinking Speed was about to show support. But then, after hearing it, Speed did this.
Whoa. You for the stars. KSI. This is so ass, bitch. Quit the music. Quit that ass. Turn that on. I'm sick of hearing that goddamn soul.
First, the smile faded from the face of KSI. Then, he straight up ended the call knowing he just got humiliated by Speed, of all people. But Speed being Speed, called again, and this time it was way too hilarious.
Come on, I'm ready, bro. Like, I'm already in a, serious mode, so just hurry up and sing it. Come on, bro. Hey, come on, KSI. You have to hurry.
And that's exactly where the gif came from.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows, I skied in and they froze. I do not know nothing by no ice, I'm just cold. 40-something millies of so I've been told.
GIF is just Speed trying his best to control his laughter while KSI sings thick of it in the background.
Sing it, bro. Why you stopping?
Bro, I'm gonna beat your ass,
bro,
man.
just
Stupid, dumb. Bro, your big ass nostrils, I can't wait to beat this out of you, bro. You stupid motherfucker.
But it's not always that Speed is suppressing his emotions. Sometimes he lets it all out too, like in the next one. In July 2001, Speed was streaming at his mom's house, and when he was planning to do prank calls, somehow his number got leaked. Instead of him pranking others, he got trolled himself by multiple people calling him at the same time.
Bro, who is he just keep calling? Bro, who are you, bro? Bro, who the f are you? Stop calling. You keep calling me. Who are you, dog?
So this just got Speed way too angry. And even when he tried to complain about it, no one was listening. So he had to take the anger out one way or another. And what's better than doing And after he landed a perfect backflip, he came up to the camera and did this. Another time when Speed had his emotions all over the place was when this meme was born. Back in 2021, when Speed was playing NBA 2K21 with Aiden Ross, they had a $1,000 bet going. Speed was seen taking it pretty seriously throughout their game. But at the very end of the game, Speed ended up scoring a point, which had him win the game, and that's when the taste of victory hit him, and he did this.
Good game.
That wasn't just a stream that made Speed go viral like never before. Much like the time when Speed got his hands on Just Dance 2022, and this meme came into being. So Speed was trying his hands on Just Dance 2022, and when Dua Lipa's One Kiss came on, he said this.
It better not be no, is this a girl song or not, bro? This better not be no girl song, dog.
Still, as we all know, it is a girl's song, so when the song came up and Speed kept on dancing along with it, it was clear on his face that he was getting a bit frustrated.
I got to.
Soon enough, the frustration got to him, and he ended up doing this.
One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me.
He just went from one kiss is all it takes to one kick is all it takes in a matter of seconds, and the best part was that no one saw that coming. But this was nothing compared to what Speed did when he was playing Getting Over It, the one game that had people crying over it. Just like Speed, this was in 2021 when Speed got in the way of getting over it, and he had to try it. So without wasting any time, he went on it, only to end up like this a couple of hours into the game.
What? No.
However, Getting Over It isn't the only that had Speed acting crazy. The next game had Speed get a full factory reset over it. So Speed was playing Five Nights at Freddy's 6, and to be honest, the last 4 prequels of the game have had Speed always on edge. But this
One big happy family.
He got him so scared, Speed started to count his own fingers. And this wasn't it. Every time Molten Freddy gets him, Speed's reaction is something similar.
Right, I mean, he to the right. He to the right.
At this point, it looks like Speed just loves playing scary games, and whenever he does so, one jump scare always has to be so iconic to go viral, like the time when this GIF happened. So the original stream might be deleted from Speed's channel, but information has been gathered, and as per the trusted source, this shocking moment happened when he was playing Emily Wants to Play.
I'm dead.
And that GIF wasn't the only viral moment from the stream. Another moment had him turn into a meme when a jump scare got Speed like this.
Shit. Where is she? I'm My brother, you gay. You gay.
Make sure to subscribe. YouTube thinks you will love this video that is on the screen right now.
When the internet first came around, it was simple. Emails, forums, and early websites that felt like a digital ghost town. But then everything changed. MySpace, Reddit, YouTube, each platform transformed into a stage. The internet wasn't just a tool anymore, it became a world of its own. Memes spread faster than the news, and 6-second videos can make someone famous overnight. Suddenly millions weren't just watching, they were chasing. Everyone wanted to entertain, to create, to build an audience. Influence became currency, and social media became the new American dream. And in the middle of it all, there was one kid, one of millions, grinding, posting, hoping to break through. But if we're being honest, he was never supposed to make it. There was never a universe where I should have known his name or where you should have known his name. But now, it feels like the only thing I ever hear is
Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat! Kai Cenat!
Kai Cenat grew up in the Bronx, just a 30-minute train ride from Midtown, but a world away from the skyscrapers and bright lights of Manhattan. It's the birthplace of hip-hop, the home to Yankee Stadium. It's a borough that moves fast, where opportunities aren't just handed out on silver platters. But hey, welcome to the Big Apple. Packed into a small apartment with his 3 siblings and a single mother who worked 4 jobs just to keep food on the table, Kai learned early that nothing came easy. He bounced between schools, and at one point his family ended up in a homeless shelter in Georgia. Now, eventually they found their way back to New York, and every summer Kai would leave the city for a few weeks through a program designed to give underprivileged kids a break from the noise. And that's where he met Kathy, his host parent, who, after nearly a decade of spending summers together, became family. But for a while, Kai felt lost. He wasn't the biggest, not the tallest, not the strongest. He wasn't the kid getting picked first in gym class. In school, that wasn't really his thing either. He was missing something, a purpose, a reason to care. Until he found it. At first, it was just a distraction, an escape from real life. But soon, YouTube became an obsession. Roman Atwood, FouseyTube, FaZe Clan, early 2010s YouTube was a whole new world, a never-ending rabbit hole of entertainment. While other kids were playing sports, Kai was locked in, not just watching these videos, but studying them. Titles, thumbnails, personalities. These weren't just influencers, they were pioneers. They weren't simply building an audience, they were crafting a blueprint for others to follow. And Kai was taking notes. What made a video work? What made people laugh, click, stick around? Eventually, the urge grew too loud to ignore. Kai wanted in. So 14 years old, he took his first shot, uploading his first ever video to Facebook.
Siri, shut up.
And it did exactly what you'd expect. It flopped. Nobody cared. Nobody watched. But that initial failure, that's exactly what makes Kai so dangerous today. You see, social media is a game with no finish line, just an endless sprint where everyone is chasing relevance. Millions are fighting for blue checks, viral moments, and a spot at the top. But the reality is harsh. Trends don't last, and neither do most creators. The internet's another name in the archives of forgotten influencers. It's not about catching a wave. It's about knowing when to step off before it crashes. But most don't. They ride the high, lay, blow the check.
In my head to never quit. I had the option to quit, but it's like, once I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna get it done.
gravestone really came in the form of a weaponized obsession. He spent years shouting into the void, posting to an audience of 0.
I'm sorry, I gotta go to work.
And from that silence, he learned the internet's harshest truth. No one owes you their attention until you give them a reason to. And dozens of uploads came and went with little to show for it. But instead of quitting, Kai doubled down. He wasn't just trying to go viral, he was running experiments. Every video was a test, and every failure was fuel for the fire. As a chronically online kid, he absorbed everything, quietly building a mental playbook of what worked, what flopped, and why. By the time he hit high school, the gears began turning. Facebook skits evolved into YouTube videos. Then came college, and with it, his first big break. A ding-dong ditch prank video blew up, catapulting his channel past 30,000 subscribers overnight. But that moment wasn't random. It was the exact scenario Kai had been preparing for. Because now, he finally had attention. And attention is leverage. So he reached into the playbook, the one he'd been quietly building since middle school. And right there on page 1 was Roman Atwood. The blueprint was nearly identical. Years of silence, then one breakout video, a fake pee prank in the middle of New York City. That single video snowballed into a series, the same setup with different locations, over and over again, until it launched Roman's entire career. It wasn't a fluke, it was a formula, and Kai followed it. One prank turned into 2, 2 became 4, each video built on the last, bigger reactions, escalating chaos, and the views stacked like dominoes. And just like that, Kai was finally on the board.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for 100,000 subscribers. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. 100,000 is a blessing, literally. I love all you guys. We slowly but surely taking over, you feel me? Thank you so much for 100,000 subscribers.
But the success came with a catch, because now Kai was standing at a fork in the road. On one side was everything he never dreamed of, an audience, influence, the chance to build something bigger than himself. On the other was college, a degree, stability, the safe route everyone, teachers, friends, and even family expected him to follow. The responsible choice would have been keeping YouTube as a side hustle, graduate, play it safe, dropping out to chase.
I have to drop college. I have to.
You don't have to drop no college.
When I go back, I'm gonna tell them that I have to drop out.
Kai, you're not dropping no college.
I have to drop the college.
But come on, when has anyone ever done anything great sitting on the bench? So Kai took the leap, dropped out of college to fully commit to YouTube. He embraced experimentation, pushing new formats and fresh ideas. There was no singular blueprint, no restrictive niche tying him down. His videos kept evolving, but constant was Kai himself, and ultimately that's who the viewers returned for. Not just the pranks, not just the titles, they came back for Kai.
What happens in Miami goes stay in Miami!
In August of 2020, Kai joined a content group called Any Means Possible, or AMP for short. Now, content houses have been around for years. From FaZe New York to Team 10 to the Hype House, they all exist for one reason: growth. The formula is simple. Take a bunch of creators, put them all under one roof, and suddenly you've got a view printing machine. But here's the thing. Most content houses are revolving doors. Someone joins, sparks some hype, gains some followers, and then dips. That's the norm. But AMP isn't normal. Since the group's inception in late 2019, the lineup has barely changed. The 4 founding members, Agent, Phantom, Davis, and Duke Dennis, weren't just collaborators, they were real-life friends, with a shared mindset and a long-term vision for the brand. This wasn't some clout-fueled experiment, it was something they actually believed in. And because of that, they were incredibly protective of the group dynamic. They didn't want to just let anyone in, no matter how big the name was. They had already turned down plenty of well-known creators. People like Your Age, Gideon, and Flight had all been passed on, not because they weren't talented, but because the chemistry wasn't there. One wrong move, one offbeat personality, and the whole thing could fall apart before it even started. So when they invited Kai to join in 2020, it wasn't just another group decision, it was a moment. He didn't have the biggest platform, he wasn't pulling the most views, but what stood out was the way he worked, the way he fit. There was something undeniable about his energy, and they recognized it instantly. Joining AMP gave Kai something he hadn't had before: a team, a stage, a spotlight. But there was still one thing missing: streaming. During COVID, a new